Before we get started, I want you to guess. How much do you think we spent on all these seeds? Go ahead and leave us a comment and let us know. What do you think? Guten Yardening, everybody! It's just a couple of months until spring, and of course that means we're here thinking about all the seeds that we need for the next season. Now, in an earlier video, we talked about an inexpensive method of getting started with gardening or growing and expanding your garden involving the dollar store. And while the seeds that you get there are perfectly fine, we have another inexpensive and organic alternative. About 3 years ago, we were watching a fellow gardener on YouTube on a channel called Praxis 55712. And while he had tons of great content, one of the things that stood out to us was that he was doing a seed giveaway. And his giveaway was for anybody here on earth who would mail him a self-stamped envelope. Notice I said on earth. And he would send them 5 or 6 different varieties of seeds. One of those varieties, the Rapunzel tomato, we did quite well with this year, now 3 years after we got them. 3 years later, and we've gone to his website, The Little Shop of Seeds, and we've purchased, well, a ton of organic seeds. Now I'm going to walk you through a little bit of his website just so you can see the variety that he's offering. But the first thing I want to point out is that every single bag of these seeds is 55 cents. I'll say it again. Every single bag of these seeds is just 55 cents. And one of the guarantees that they make on their website is that the number of seeds that you get in here is equal to or more than those seed packets you would get at the store or elsewhere online. And again, it's 55 cents per pack. I want to start at the FAQ portion of his website because I think there are probably a couple questions that you would have immediately. The first question he answers on his FAQ is very simple. Are these seeds heirloom? And why is that important? If you're new to gardening, one thing you should know, if you look at these honeydew seeds right here, these are heirloom, which means that I can plant them, I can grow the honeydew, I can harvest the honeydew, and I can harvest those seeds and plant them again the next year, and I'll get the same plant. If you have seeds that are hybrid or you have seeds that aren't heirloom seeds just in general, the plant that you replant, I mean, you can always collect the seeds, but what you plant in the ground and harvest, those seeds that you collect will likely produce a genetically different plant than the parent. These will be the same. So in reality, if I spend 55 cents for 40 seeds or 50 seeds here, I can grow those honeydew, I can harvest those, and I won't have to pay for seeds again. Because again, these are heirloom seeds. The second question is, are the seeds GMO, which means genetically modified? And no website in the US sells those, so we don't have to worry about that. But the third question is, are these organic? Now consider this. If you think about anything organic, whether it's seeds, whether it's produce, you know you pay more for organic than non-organic. Every single one of these seeds, except for our bodacious sweet corn, which is a hybrid, every single one of these seeds comes from 100% organically grown plants for 55 cents a packet. For all of these seeds to be organic, the value that we're going to get out of here is far greater than if you were trying to go and purchase individual packets of organic seeds at the store or even online. Which isn't to say that you shouldn't do that, but this is definitely a less expensive alternative. I really like the fact that one of the questions he answers is, are these just seconds or old seeds? How can you sell them so cheaply? Because frankly, that would be on my mind as well. But you can see the packaging here is not exactly specific, it's not fancy, it's just little bags with a label on the front. So it'll be up to you to figure out planting depth, days to maturity, etc. But that's an internet search away. If you don't know how long this Asian cabbage takes to grow to maturity, I'm confident you could find that very simply, including best time to plant, etc. So I will sacrifice a little bit of packaging for 55 cents. Now I don't want you to be discouraged if you're not in the US because the Little Shop of Seeds does not ship outside the US. And the reason they don't ship outside the US is primarily because of the packaging. It's on their website. That's one of the things they talk about. It would be cost prohibitive for them to try to send this globally. But that being said, I did a little bit of research and I found companies similar to this in other parts of the world. Companies that didn't rely on packaging, didn't have that overhead, and could offer less expensive seeds. You can find these alternative roots and then try a little germination test like we showed in one of our earlier videos, just to prove that they're going to germinate the way you want them to. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this sugar baby watermelon, this organic sugar baby watermelon, is going to do just as well as if I had ordered it from somewhere else. And when I say we have a variety here, we have veggies, we have herbs, there's just such a wide selection. As we scroll down the website here, you can see that there are plenty of options available. More than enough to get started with your garden, and probably enough that you can add some new species, maybe that you haven't planted before. For us, these Blue Lake pole beans, we've never tried to grow before. So I'm really excited to try these out. And as you look through the website, you can see that not only is the variety pretty vast, but one of the nice things is that he still has quite a bit in stock even now. And I know a lot of people are purchasing seeds in preparation for the upcoming season. It's definitely not too early to be doing that, to be looking for the seeds and planning ahead and seeing what you want to put in your garden. And we can 100% recommend, based solely on the fact that the seeds that he sent us 3 years ago performed very well, we can recommend the seeds on this site. As we move over to the second page, there's another 30 plus varieties. So we have 80 varieties of vegetables, herbs, edible flowers, etc. to choose from. And again, I know a few of them are out of stock, but really the options here are fantastic. And so we come back to what's in front of me right now. And I've had this piece of paper on here the whole time, and maybe you wondered why. The reason is because through 3 pages, this is our invoice, 3 pages of seeds, which is all of this, we paid $47. $47 for enough seeds, in my mind, to grow an entire garden all year at the very least. So many varieties. In fact, if you look at the chart, you can see just how many varieties we got. And consider this. This $47 investment doesn't just stop with these seeds. Other than the corn, because these are heirloom seeds, we're going to be able to grow them year after year because we can continually harvest the seeds that we get from these and grow the same vegetables again and again. This is the kind of investment that, regardless of if you're brand new to gardening or you've been doing it for years, is going to pay you back many times over. It just makes sense. If you can get seeds this inexpensively that are heirloom variety, that are organic, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. I'm going to encourage you to check out the Little Shop of Seeds because I know you'll be just as pleased as we are. And if you're not here in the US, I am confident you can find some retailers out there who will sell you seeds that are just as high quality for less, just like we've found. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give us a like, leave us a comment, remember to share and subscribe, and most importantly, remember, when you're with us, you are good to grow.